Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Friday, 8th November 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Growing concerns about Ponzi schemes and how Barbadians are falling prey to them. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Fresh concerns about get-rich-quick plans, namely Ponzi schemes, which Barbadians are throwing their money behind. They're coming from Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Ryan Strawn. He says while Barbadians and other Caribbean nationals are falling prey to these schemes, legitimate opportunities need to be created for them to make money. CBC's Anesta Henry reports.
Government Minister Ryan Strawn is not impressed that many Barbadians are tossing money behind the Ponzi schemes. The minister in the Ministry of Finance is once again raising concerns about Barbadians and other Caribbean nationals getting involved in the risky behavior which could cause them to lose money. He was addressing the opening of the 55th Annual Monetary Studies Conference being held at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center.
Too many of our citizens today are falling prey to Ponzi schemes and all types of online scams that bear absolutely no relation to anything that is happening in the real world.
Minister Strawn says to tackle the issue, policymakers, researchers, regulators, and the private sector entities in the region have to create real money earning opportunities for citizens. He says this is necessary since citizens across the region can ill afford to lose hard-earned money on fickle online scams and schemes.
So that the hard-earned monies that our citizens have worked for and saved, that those earnings can be used legitimately to build resilience and to get that rate of return that people seem to be longing for, but accept that you cannot get a rate of return in 30 days unless you're doing something extraordinary like gold, oil, or some type of extractive endeavor that allows you to be able to do so.
Local, regional, and international economics, finance, and development experts are gathering in Barbados for the conference which the Central Bank of Barbados is co-hosting with the Caribbean Economic Research Team. The three-day conference will feature sessions related to financial development and financial stability, adjusting to climate change, digital innovations and transformation, regional integration and governance, and regional economic development. Minister Strawn is calling on the participants to simplify the economic talks for the average citizen to understand.
One of your tasks really is, how do you take 55 years of very robust research and help Caribbean citizens understand how to make better financial and investment decisions to mobilize the region's savings for the benefit of our citizens, for the development of our region. And I know that as politicians, sometimes there are some amongst us who don't like data, don't like evidence, and you make decisions without data at your peril.
Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Kevin Greenwich, says countries in the region need to diversify their economies and continue to strengthen their institutional frameworks.
And so it's important for us to do the analysis and understand the effects of phenomena like bank de-risking, about global supply chain disruptions, such so that we're able to craft policies that take into account these effects to ensure stability economic growth.
The conference ends on Friday. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick,
in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
Tourism Minister in St. Kitts and Nevis, Marsha Henderson, said the indications and facts show that tourism industry in St. Kitts and Nevis is flourishing under her stewardship, disputing criticisms to the contrary. She was speaking at a recent press conference organized by the Ministry of Tourism, marking the official start of tourism season. Andre Huey of SKN Newsline has some details.
So over the past few weeks, I've listened to the rhetoric where we have been compared to several islands within the region, pushing the agenda that St. Kitts' tourism is in crisis. I'm here as the Minister of Tourism to present you with the facts. As we analyze post-pandemic trends, we have seen significant increase in our cruise arrival numbers and the spend. By the close of 2023-2024 cruise season, our destination welcomed 670,014 passengers, which presented an average spend of US $145, up from $135 US during the last survey conducted in 2018. This survey being done by Business Research and Economic Advisors. And so we're slowly attaining our objectives in terms of converting the destination to be year-round, one, and increasing the spend, passenger spend. And so we've increased the spend. We've managed from $135 US per passenger to $145 US per passenger. The reports highlighted that the top three categories of spending among visitors and crew alike include watches and jewelry by our partners at Port Zante, the merchants, shore excursions, and personal or other products. Additionally, cruise tourism accounted for approximately $113.1 million US in revenue for our destination.
Critics such as the People's Action Movement, PAM, compared the performances of other countries in the region in tourism, suggesting that St. Kitts and Nevis is performing below par. The minister recently disclosed that they expect 1 million cruise passengers to visit the shores of St. Kitts and Nevis this tourism season. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
President of the Trinidad and Tobago Publishers and Broadcasters Association, Douglas Wilson, said the TTPBA is working to assist the industry. He was addressing the association's dinner and awards gathering to recognize the work of the local media industry in 2023. Terry-Ann Brown Campbell of TTT News has more.
We've already embarked on providing critical training to our journalists of our association's members, as we have done this year on artificial intelligence, its relevance in journalism, the impact of deepfake in political reporting, journalism verification, ethical elections coverage.
Vice President of Sagicor General Insurance, Dexter McKnight, saluted the media fraternity.
The blossoming of the media of the media landscape in Trinidad and Tobago has come at a great cost to the individuals who would have endured challenges of various kinds to ensure that you sit here today, an industry of varied voices.
The insurance professional noted there are serious issues confronting journalists today.
Media professionals today face unprecedented challenges. But we need independent, bold, and forward-thinking media personnel now more than ever if the industry is to meet and survive the test that confronts it.
Among the awardees at the event were producer, director, writer Christopher Laird of Banyan Limited, a veteran media professional Dominic Kalipasad, and spoken word artiste Darren Sandy. Terry-Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
Jamaica's Prime Minister says the opposition PNP is at fault for the lack of law and order. CVM's Courtney Lewis brings us up to date.
Crime is trending downwards, but concerns linger for national security in some Manchester communities. JLP leader Andrew Holness says the upsurge in crime, though seemingly sudden, was gradual.
It happened as a result of the introduction of PMPism into the culture of Jamaica. A breakdown of all systems, values, and respect for authority and institutions. That is PNPism.
He chided opposition members who Holness claims defend criminal activity and says the GOJ has no tolerance for criminals.
While they were busy trying to fight the states of public emergency, we were busy investing in our national security apparatus. We, as a government, will never give any form of protection, succor, coverage to any criminal or criminal behavior.
That was in Mandeville at the JLP's Manchester Central Constituency Conference on Sunday. But the assault on the PNP continued, as over in southeast Clarendon, JLP representatives issued their warnings to constituents.
The PNP strategy is very simple. They have nothing to counter our good governance. They can't tell you what they would do differently. So what they want to do is create distractions. They believe that they must pick and choose and refuse which election they run. But I can tell you one thing. The duty of a political party is to run all elections to represent the people of Jamaica.
The PNP is very good at spreading propaganda. Be careful of the propaganda. Be careful of the people who want to encourage you to protest and they don't have no plan.
4 by-elections are slated to take place on November 22, adding more fuel to the already charged political landscape. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.